Hi everybody, I'm not sure if there was a delay there for a moment. I'm sure. Okay. You're probably wondering why I'm playing this game. Well, guess what? You know what, I'm probably end up playing this game. I'm not gonna talk about anything like that entirely. I'm gonna name it this video something else entirely. And can you guess why? Of course not, because you have no idea what the hell I'm gonna talk about. It's basically all about love here. I saw a guy on YouTube. It says how an easy way to get around cheating. An easy way to cheat. Guess what? I do not freaking care. I do not like guys who cheat on girls or girls that cheat on guys. I do not like cheating in particular at all. Matter of fact, I hate it so much that I vowed to never cheat on anyone, no matter what situation I could possibly be. I've been single for 2 freaking years, being stuck in my own house. It pretty much sucks to be me. I don't drink, I don't smoke. You're probably wondering why I do neither one of those things, but that's entirely different matter entirely. But my entire life, I feel like I've been alone. If you don't want me to talk about love, then don't even click on this video. Might as well just skip on. You might as well just fast forward it or just skip the entire thing altogether. I don't freaking care. Anyway, my entire life I felt like I've been alone. Because no one truly understood who the hell I am. I put the game in the background because it's the only way I can actually make the video. But anyway, I just I feel like my head's gonna explode. I started out like everyone else, basically, but as I grew up, I was pretty much abused, mentally abused by my father, not physically. And plus, I was born autistic, so I didn't even. My mind was already hard enough already, in particular. And to make things even worse, I was bullied like most of my freaking life. But even my sister, she was younger than me, an entire year. When she was little, she's the one who backed me up and took care of me. And I'm thankful for that. And I was the one who tried to stick to the rules. Oh. Like 2 characters. Oh well. Anyway. I got bullied to the point, one time I got up to Oregon, I moved up to Oregon to one point, and I became the very thing I despised without even realizing it. And I did it out of fear. To a point where I finally, on the realization what love really was. And it was also around the time where I was starting to learn what God really was. But after falling, I pretty much bullied a lot of people without realizing it, the teachers, that everyone. I didn't even realize it, really. Teachers liked me when I was happy, but when I was mad, nah, that's another story. Certain teachers were like that anyway. Some liked me, some didn't. But after falling for girl after girl, I was a new time. But the first girl I had a crush on, she had black hair, and she was at the time, I'm not sure if she is now, she was a total freaking butthole. Nobody in the entire freaking school actually did try to help me out of that situation. No one really did. Do I care? Right now, at the moment, I'm still mad about it, but in a way, I'm actually glad that actually happened, because I actually learned, it actually gave me an experience of it. Which doesn't hurt, which doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. What the hell? Weird. I just washed my face too. Weird. I'll wash my face again after this video. Anyway. But then, after a while, when I got rejected for the last time, I realized something was totally different. This girl, she actually did have feelings for me for one period of time, but by the time I actually asked her, it was far too late. I kind of pushed her out of it, which was my fault entirely. Because at the time, I did have a certain ability, which I thought was a blessing at first, but it tended to turn out to a freaking curse. Call me psycho, but I did have the ability to see the future. At the time, that was before I met God. That was before. When I did meet him, I lost the ability entirely. And I am thankful for that. Ugh, because that pretty much cursed my life for the rest of eternity. That one period of time. And because of that, I am changing my own destiny into something greater for worse. It's kind of like that story of Boy Who Cried Wolf, basically. And then I finally fell in love, and right when I got rejected. But I noticed, well, one thing I noticed the most was I didn't see the sign of rejection in her eyes. I saw the signs, the look and fear in her eyes. Not for me, but for someone else. And I had a strong decision from that very day forward that she was actually being mentally abused by her father. Her name was Sam. And if those of you who don't recognize me or have seen this video, my name is Michael Anthony Lewis. I've changed a lot, really, throughout the years. And I do mean a lot. I did realize a lot of things over the years. But by the time I realized that my suspicions were true, it was far too late. I was already back down in California. At the time I found out, I was already pissed at myself for not being able to do anything about it. Then when I found out, I just mentally broke apart. My cat's trying to get on top of my lap again, but I'm not in the mood. Snuggles. I feel like right now, I feel like I didn't make this video, it would just drive me freaking insane. Story of my life. But the next thing that happened to me was a whole nother story altogether. I started going through my own adventures, really. It started out mentally, I went insane, but even more when I did, but not in a different way. But then I vowed right there, where I was right around that time, that I had the dream. And when I met God for the first time in my life, my dream, I was on a boat in the middle of the ocean, or something like that. I don't know. It looked very peaceful there at first. I had everyone I cared about, my friends, family, even my future bride. This was all a test. The first thing I've ever done was this was my very first test. What I learned the most was the test was Deprenity, where you pretty much you gain power, but you abandon your friends in the process. That was the test. I didn't realize it at the time. But God offered me the power of Michael the Archangel himself. But the cost was everyone I cared about. And I do mean everyone. Everybody I've ever met, their eyes would be just taken away, just like that. And then but I refused. Really. I learned from that point on forward. What is the point of gaining power if you lose everyone you care about? What is the point in that? So I refused completely. I refused over and over again to beg. I even begged in my dream to not, please, don't do this. But it got refused over and over again. To the point, it just gave up, and God decided, I knew God was going to throw a thunderbolt right in the middle of the boat. The reason why I knew this was because it was a clear sky, not a single cloud in sight. and he loved to show off. So I went right in the middle of the boat and took the entire lightning bolt and I absorbed it. But instead of losing something, I gained something. I vowed from that point on forward that I will protect everyone. And as I do time, I learned to not to cheat, lie, or whatever. I will not do any of that stuff. Even if it freaking kills me, I'll take whatever punishment the world will give me. Snuggles, no! You can lay there, I don't care. At middle school, I met this person named Zach with red hair. We became best friends for a while. It was great. After a while, I learned to grow up, get over those tiny little details. I learned a lot of stuff in that time. I learned that you can't take the future for granted. If you bite too much to the past, it will bite you in the butt in the future. That was one of the first things I learned. Another thing, being bullied all the time, it sure can make you stronger too, but it is not worth doing. If I ever see anyone who bullies people like that, to the point where they mentally collapse or commit suicide, I will beat the living hell out of them. And I don't even care who in the hell they think they are. I don't even care if it's the President of the United States of America. If anyone who says to do that, bring the freaking hell on. And don't worry, I'm not actually going to beat the living hell out of the president. Don't worry, I'm not actually going to do it. But I'm not so sure about my dad. Who knows what he'll do. Whew. So I would recommend my president stay away from my dad. I would highly recommend it. But anyway, then I met someone named. Before all that happened, though, I almost forgot to tell you this first. I had 10 dreams of 10 different people. And they were all my friends in particular. Eric, Kelly, I believe it's Ivy, and several other people I just can't remember right now. It's just because I'm so enraged right now, and plus my pictures are not exactly in my room right now, or scattered somewhere. It's basically because I have a bunch of Legos right there on my table, right next to the TV. You know what? I'm gonna look for it. Let's see. Where do I have it anyway? Nope, not there. tape. I was actually trying to get this stuff away from my puppy Baloo. This was just recently, by the way. Don't even count me out yet. I believe this was her. This was Ivy, I believe. For that very moment, one of the dances, she did become my temporary girlfriend, but that only lasted a week. And I'm actually glad I broke up with her. But he was most of my friends. I'm not even kidding. I still remember them very, very well. Each person had their own unique features. The girl in the pink, she was unique because she was a unique liar. She's in the black. She became my girlfriend for at least a month. That month, I was the happiest month of my life, I believe. Because that was Because that very month, I actually felt alive. At first, she actually went out with me because of, just to make me feel better because I was all alone inside and she saw it. But then it turned to something more. But then around the end, I wasn't willing to take the next step because I was too shy. So, yeah, that's how it kind of ended. That is totally my fault. Completely. Her, I can't remember, but I know I see her from time to time. I'm not surprised. Someone left. This was Zach, I believe. Here's another picture of him. A prom. This was my high school prom. I didn't even like that prom. That was like one of the worst nights ever, too. Go figure. My first prom was not even for a high school, really. It was. The first one was free, and the second one would cost some money. That is freaking hilarious. They're not, these two are not technically my friends, but I knew them for, like, memory. This is why I took this. Just because of memory. I don't... Everyone deserves a friend, no matter how bad they are. The more they are actually bad to people, the more they're actually suffering from the inside and out. Before that person left, should have paid more attention, because I was just about to say, but you don't have to help them. It is your choice. That is my role. But within the end, I didn't get much of anywhere in the end of middle school. But when I reached high school, I began to be I matured massively. That's where I started maturing years at a time. Years worth. Basically, it's all thanks to the anime called Bleach. If it wasn't for that, I would be still an ignorant moron. Because back then, I was this speech is entirely part of Bleach too, but it's a strangely effect for me as well. Because me and Ichigo do have a lot in common. He actually read my mind. It was like seeing a reflection of myself. It's like seeing myself in a mirror. But when I countered, I was afraid of being hurt. When I attacked someone, I was afraid I would kill them. When I protected someone, I was afraid I was gonna let them die. And I knew that was learned a senseless fright. And that's not good. Because if fear enhances, it'll get to the point when your family's in danger, you'll just probably end up being... Your feel probably won't... You'll just stand there watching. I witnessed that myself. I've experienced it, but I grew out of it. I really did. Most of all, I learned a lot of moves from that show. I actually practiced them right here in my room physically and mentally. And I can't do a high kick now. And I can't kick someone in the face. I did a lot of workouts, a lot, all the way to like 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning for a certain period of time, without even realizing it. By the time I got done, I was covered in sweat. I was sweating like a pig. I did take a shower that very next morning. Because I vow to protect everyone. I do mean everyone. Friends and enemy alike. And I swore from right point on in there that I would protect them. I had a choice to actually stay in high school for a period of time, but I chose not to. I ride my bike a lot around here. I go to Subway a lot. But I do that more than one reason. I buy my own food now. I really hope the people I once met actually can see me now. I really hope you guys are actually seeing this. My memory's gotten a lot better over the years. My short-term memory's not nearly as bad as it used to be. I don't stalk anyone. I don't do any of that stuff. Sure, there's some people actually have that fetish, but I don't freaking care. If a hot girl was stalking me, then I'll make an exception. Unless she does turn out to be a total freaking prick. Anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Really. I just had to get out of my system. Really. Because it was bugging the living hell out of me. I wasn't even have the game in the background either. I was gonna have a laptop. I'm gonna buy a laptop so I won't have to go through this thing again. This thing is only temporary, don't worry. I hope you guys like this video. I'm gonna train myself in the next video. In this game. Or something, or maybe another game, I don't know. Anyway, I'll talk to you all later. And remember, if I catch anyone out there who's cheating on someone, either I will yell at you, or I'll beat the snot out of you, one or the other. And if you're gonna kind of kill me, I'll take you along with me. I'm not even kidding. I'm very serious. I will freaking kill you. And bring you along with me. Well, talk to you later. Bye-bye.